Exclusive People article. Prince Harry says his worst fears have been confirmed at April 11th, 2025.
Prince Harry says his, quote, worst fears have been confirmed, end quote, in raw comments after his security case. Exclusive. Prince Harry is reeling from the aftermath of a legal battle that has forced him to confront the painful reality he's never fully escaped since leaving the UK in 2020. A reality that lies at the heart of his ongoing rift with the royal family. Feeling, quote, exhausted and overwhelmed, end quote, Harry told People as he left court on April 9th that his, quote, worst fears have been confirmed by the whole legal disclosure in this case, and that's really sad, end quote. The Duke of Sussex 40 spent 2 days at London's Royal Courts of Justice, deeply focused, taking notes and closely following the proceedings of his appeal regarding the removal of automatic state-backed security for him and his wife, Meghan Markle, in 2020. When Harry and Meghan proposed to the late Queen Elizabeth that they live abroad while still supporting the monarchy, they believed they had found the ideal solution to a difficult chapter, one that would bring them happiness, leave the royal family at peace, and allow their public work to continue. Quote, we were trying to create this happy house, end quote, Harry tells People. When Harry departed the Sandringham Summit in January 2020, he did so with the understanding that his security would remain in place. Court documents revealed that in letters from the Queen herself, she expressed support for Harry and Meghan's need for, quote, effective security, end quote. Yet just 1 month later, the government committee responsible for state-funded security, RAVEC, informed them that this would no longer be the case. In the years since, Harry has immersed himself in the process, including learning about RAVEC, the body responsible for the decision-making. One of his core beliefs, People understands, is that the removal of security for him and his family when they stepped back from the working royal family was a deliberate tactic of control, a way to force them back into the fold. Rather than bringing the Sussexes back, the removal of security instead revealed to Harry the lengths to which they were willing to go, and it became the final straw. The prince admits that this realization, quote, was difficult to swallow, end quote. Harry's relationship with his family remained strained. Though they shared a brief, positive meeting in February 2024 following King Charles's cancer diagnosis, communication between father and son has since broken down. Insiders previously told People that Charles no longer answers Harry's calls or responds to his letters. Attempts to reconnect with his brother, Prince William, through calls, texts, and messages have similarly been ignored. During the 2 days of hearings, Harry's legal team argued that RAVEC had, quote-unquote, diverted from its standard procedure, leaving Harry, quote, singled out for different, unjustified, and inferior treatment, end quote. They also contended that this decision excluded him from the same protections extended to others in the, quote, other VIP category, end quote, including pop stars and former prime ministers. Crucially, RAVEC includes members of the royal household, including close aides to his father, King Charles. Harry believes his father could intervene to ensure that such protection is extended to him. Buckingham Palace does not comment on security matters, but a palace source previously told People that the suggestion Harry's security is under Charles's control is, quote, wholly incorrect, end quote. Much of the hearing on April 9th at the Royal Courts of Justice in the heart of London was held in secret. Some of the revelations unearthed during the proceedings have deeply unsettled Harry, confirming many of his quote-unquote fears about the situation, a realization he described as profoundly disheartening. Harry has found a way to move on and forgive much of what's happened since 2016, but there's one thing he simply cannot forgive: the events surrounding the legal battle regarding his and his family's safety. Quote, People would be shocked by what's being held back, end quote, Harry says. The Duke of Sussex has fought several legal battles, most recently securing an apology and admission from the publisher of the Sun newspaper for illegal activities carried out on their behalf, resulting in an 8-figure settlement in January 2025. But this particular fight is one that strikes at the heart of his family life and his future. Quote, "This one has always mattered the most," end quote, Harry told People as he left court. The 3 appeal court judges have reserved their judgment, with the result not expected for several weeks. Regardless of the outcome, Harry has made it clear that he will not stop fighting. His commitment to his causes remains unwavering, and on Thursday, April 10th, he flew to Ukraine to visit a clinic supporting wounded military personnel and civilians. Above all, Harry says he is, quote, "driven by exposing injustice," end quote, a relentless pursuit that fuels everything he does. He has long said he can't simply let things lie. He needs to, quote, "get under the bonnet and fix it," end quote. His determination is personal. If anything were to happen to his wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, or their 2 young children, Prince Archie 5 and Princess Lilibet 3, he could never rest.